In February 2024, a quiet email landed in the inboxes of over 1,000 scientists around the world. It wasn't from NASA. It wasn't a leaked government file. It was a single, simple question. Do you believe life exists beyond Earth? The answers came back faster than anyone expected, and the results were astonishing. Picture this: oceans hidden beneath layers of ice on distant moons, ancient riverbeds carved into the surface of Mars, and planets orbiting suns hundreds of light years away, locked in the habitable zone where liquid water could flow. These aren't scenes from a science fiction novel. They're real. We've seen them. Yet for all we've discovered, we still haven't found life. Not a microbe, not a signal, not a whisper. So why did the vast majority of these scientists answer yes? Not just for simple microbes, but even for intelligent civilizations. What do they know that we don't? Tonight, we pull back the curtain on their answers, the science behind them, and the mind-bending possibilities that follow. When the survey results were finally tallied, they painted a clear and fascinating picture. Among the 521 astrobiologists who responded, 86.6% agreed or strongly agreed that life, at least in its simplest forms, likely exists somewhere in the universe. Scientists outside the field, physicists, biologists, geologists, gave almost the same answer, with 88.4% agreement. Only a tiny fraction disagreed. But the numbers grew even more intriguing when the question shifted from simple microbes to complex life. About 2/3 still said yes. And when asked about intelligent civilizations, the majority, 58.2%, still believed they were likely out there. Why such strong confidence when we have no direct evidence? The answer lies in the scale of the cosmos and the environments we've already discovered. Within our own solar system, Europa and Enceladus hide vast oceans beneath ice. Mars once had lakes, rivers, and a thicker atmosphere. Beyond our star, astronomers have identified thousands of exoplanets in the habitable zone. Multiply that by the estimated 100 billion galaxies, each with billions of stars, and the numbers become overwhelming. The logic is simple. If life arose here on Earth from non-life, a process called abiogenesis, and if the ingredients for life are common, then the odds that it happened elsewhere approach certainty. To these scientists, the question isn't if life exists on other worlds. It's how and when we'll find it. Numbers have a way of cutting through uncertainty, and in the search for life beyond Earth, the numbers are staggering. Astronomers estimate there are about 100 billion galaxies in the observable universe. Each galaxy holds billions of stars, and many, perhaps most, have planets orbiting them. When you multiply it out, you get an unimaginable figure, potentially 100 billion habitable worlds. Now, let's be absurdly pessimistic for a moment. Imagine the odds of life starting on any given habitable planet are just 1 in a billion. Even with odds that small, the sheer number of planets means life would still exist somewhere else. In other words, both optimists and pessimists should answer yes to the question, does alien life exist? And remember, that's not counting moons like Europa, Enceladus, or Titan, which could host oceans under their icy crusts. That's not counting planets we haven't yet discovered, hidden in the light of their stars. The vastness of the cosmos turns what seems improbable into something almost inevitable. So here we are, on one small blue world, holding one undeniable truth. If the universe is as full of habitable places as we think, then the real mystery isn't whether life exists. It's why, in all our searching, we haven't heard from it yet. If life truly exists beyond Earth, the question becomes more than scientific curiosity. It becomes a mission that could define the future of our species. Right now, spacecraft are already on their way to the edges of our solar system. Probes like NASA's Europa Clipper and ESA's JUICE will soon explore the icy moons of Jupiter, searching for signs of hidden oceans and the chemical fingerprints of life. On Mars, rovers dig into ancient rock, hunting for the remnants of a once habitable world. Powerful radio telescopes scan the skies day and night, listening for signals that might carry across light years. But our mission is more than just finding microbes or decoding a mysterious transmission. It's about understanding our place in the cosmos. If we discover life, even a single bacterium, it means biology is not unique to Earth. If we find an intelligent civilization, it could transform everything we know about technology, communication, and perhaps even survival. And yet, the search requires patience. The universe doesn't reveal its secrets easily. It demands decades of exploration, relentless innovation, and the courage to face answers that might change us forever. We search because to ignore the question would be to turn away from the greatest mystery of all. Are we truly alone? Picture this. Tomorrow morning, the world wakes to a single headline: confirmed, intelligent life detected beyond Earth. In an instant, news channels go live. Streets fill with people staring up at the sky. Social media becomes a storm of questions, fear, and wonder. Governments call emergency meetings. Scientists are flooded with interview requests. Religious leaders address their followers. Stock markets sway. Humanity holds its breath. The discovery could come in many forms. A radio signal repeating in patterns too precise to be natural. An image of structures on a distant world, or even microbial life found in the icy waters of Europa. Each possibility carries its own shockwave. If it's microbes, we'll rewrite biology textbooks. If it's intelligent life, the change will be deeper. Our place in the universe redefined overnight. Would nations unite to establish peaceful contact, sharing resources and knowledge? Or would fear lead to secrecy, rivalry, and conflict? The first messages we send, or fail to send, could shape our relationship with another civilization for centuries. And perhaps the most haunting question of all, if we can hear them, does that mean they can hear us? The search for life beyond Earth is more than a scientific project. It's a mirror held up to humanity. It forces us to ask who we are, what we value, and how we fit into the vastness of the cosmos. The survey of over 1,000 scientists gives us an extraordinary insight. The overwhelming majority believe life exists somewhere else. Not because of wishful thinking, but because the math, the physics, and the history of our own planet make it almost inevitable. Yet, here on our small blue world, we still have no proof. We search through static for a whisper. We peer into the darkness for a flicker of light. The silence may be temporary, or it may be telling us something profound about the nature of life itself. One day, perhaps tomorrow, perhaps centuries from now, we may find the answer. It might come as a trickle of data from a distant probe, or as the unmistakable signal of another intelligence. Whatever it is, it will not just change science, it will change us. Until then, the greatest truth we hold is also the simplest. The universe is too vast for us to be alone. And so, we keep looking, because somewhere, out there, someone might be looking back.